Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys another Boruto Naruto Next Generations discussion on the fallout from Boruto chapter 74. And today I wanted to circle back to something that has dropped as a bit of a bombshell for us as the fandom, which is that Boruto and Kawaki can be expected to continue to awaken their respective Otsutsuki powers, with Momoshiki's powers going forward for Boruto and Ishiki's powers going forward for Kawaki, including both of them awakening the power of flight. However, I want to take things a step further because we've seen the slow build up towards Kawaki jumping out ahead of Boruto in terms of his Otsutsuki powers and their awakening, with Kawaki showing the dojutsu powers of Ishiki being easily used at his disposal, which made sense given Kawaki had more experience using karma than Boruto, with Kawaki having several years to adjust to using karma versus Boruto only having it over a year and only being able to consciously tap into karma for a few months. However, that's led to the question that so many people have asked, which is, when will Boruto start using the dojutsu powers of Momoshiki? While I've already done a video about the Rinnegan, I want to switch gears to the Byakugan Eye, because that's something that we know Boruto's in possession of, but we've never actually seen him use it in combat. Even when Momoshiki took over Boruto's body, Momoshiki never used the Byakugan. However, if Boruto does begin to manifest the dojutsu powers of his Otsutsuki and taps into the Byakugan, this has a lot of potential for Boruto moving forward as a shinobi, and it's going to allow him to move past Kawaki in terms of mastery of his dojutsu, because Boruto has tools at his disposal that Kawaki doesn't. Boruto has a mother from the clan titled the strongest clan in Konoha, and he has a mother who is considered in the Boruto era to have the title of the master of the Byakugan and the master of the gentle fist fighting style, with Hinata being considered the de facto master of both of those things. And it's only right that her son inherit that title from her at some point, but until then Boruto can always visit established titles if he wants to gain some title for himself, which that's the sponsor of today's video. Established titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping with global reforestation efforts. It's a project based in historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds, or lords and ladies in English. With established titles, you get at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with the crest, which has a unique plot number to show you your land. Established titles plants a tree with every order they receive and work with charities like One Tree Planet and Trees for the Future to support global reforestation efforts. Just as Naruto gets to call himself Lord Hokage, you can officially call yourself Lord or Lady, which now that I have this certificate calling me a Lord, it's going to be on my desk and everybody who comes to my office has to call me the Lord. And you can get it on your credit card or your plane tickets, or you sussy bakas can even use it on your dating profiles. If you go for the romantic route, you can also purchase the couples pack, which comes with adjoining plots of land. The first 200 people purchasing the title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes of walking distance from it. Depending on how many of you guys want to become a lord or a lady, we can build our own little Naruto Explained kingdom. My late grandmother, who just passed away, not only loved flowers but also trees as well, so I'm gonna purchase one to honor my late grandmother. It makes an amazing last minute gift. Established Titles is actually running an early Black Friday sale, plus if you use the promo code EXPLAIN, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/explain to get your gift and help support the channel. Thank you again to Established Titles for sponsoring today's video. Look, if Boruto does end up taking control and manifesting Byakugan Eye naturally, it's going to be a game changer for his character. When we look at the information that we saw in Boruto's anime, we know that one thing that Boruto was really anxious about was awakening his Byakugan, to the point where the moment he saw the Jogan Eye, he mistook it for the Byakugan. And between that and the Naruto Shinden novel, we know that Hanabi Hyuga has particular interest in not only completing Boruto's Hyuga clan training, but based off of the anime, if Boruto is able to use the Byakugan of Momoshiki, she's likely going to want to play a role in Boruto's training moving forward. However, Hinata taking over Boruto's training to master the Byakugan is something that we definitely have to consider, because Hinata's title of being the master of the gentle fist fighting style and the owner of the strongest Byakugan currently in the clan, Hinata would be the perfect one to oversee Boruto's training. However, due to what Hanabi implied, that Hinata training Boruto resulted in her potentially pulling some punches during that training, I think this is a great opportunity to bring Sasuke in to assist with Boruto's training, since Sasuke is Boruto's primary teacher. While Sasuke does not have a Byakugan, he does have the experience fighting against Otsutsuki that had the Byakugan, in particular the Otsutsuki who Boruto has the power from, Momoshiki, and most importantly, he's the person that Boruto feels most comfortable with when it it comes to training. And should Boruto run into a moment where he loses control and Momoshiki briefly takes over, Sasuke at least is strong enough to hold down Momoshiki should things go sideways. Between Hinata being there to help him speed up using the near 360-degree vision of the Byakugan and working with him to build on the fundamentals of the gentle fist fighting style that Boruto already knows, Hinata can take things a step further by working with Boruto to begin targeting the chakra points of the person he's fighting. She can also help him take advantage of the advantage that the Byakugan has over the Sharingan, which is while the Sharingan can see chakra as a color, the Byakugan can see the network and it can see chakra more defined when it comes to seeing it as a color. However, let's look at what Sasuke and Hinata can do specifically to make Boruto's Byakugan even deadlier. With Sasuke, Boruto's already been shown making the vanish from Rasengan, but if Sasuke was able to work with Boruto to do what Momoshiki did, which is take the compression Rasengan and shoot it off as a bullet, with Sasuke there to guide Boruto, Boruto could progress to compression a vanishing Rasengan and shooting it off as a vanishing Rasengan bullet and hit his target directly in key areas that only the Byakugan can accurately pinpoint, which makes Boruto extremely deadly. With Hinata, Boruto stands being able to learn the jutsu that his mother mastered. That is hands down one of the most underrated jutsu we have in the entire series. Boruto could learn the gentle fist, twin lion fist jutsu, and that's a game changer if Hinata does pass down that jutsu to her son, and I'm going to explain to you why. So there's a reason why this jutsu is only taught to members of the main branch. There's a reason why this jutsu has a high difficulty to clear in terms of mastering it. By molding chakra into the shape of the giant lions, and the user focuses that chakra and then they lunge forward to attack. Should the blow actually land, they quickly drain the chakra network of their target, and a true master of the jutsu, i.e. Hinata, is able to maintain the delicate chakra control that is needed to perform the jutsu while keeping the Byakugan on and combining it with the 8 trigram 64 palms jutsu, which means if pulled off correctly, that's up to 64 strikes that not only shut down the chakra network but directly drain the chakra network itself. Even if all the blows don't land, there's still long-lasting damage well beyond having chakra points shut down. It also stands to reason that just as Hinata was able to amp up her twin lion's fist when she got hold of Hamura Otsutsuki's chakra, Boruto, when he uses Momoshiki's power, should be able to amp it up before, which in turn amps up the speed and the amount of chakra drained when using this jutsu. Boruto could take things a step further also if he's able to sustain the level of chakra control needed to do so, which is combine the Rasengan with the Twin Lion's Fist, which adds the destructive power of the Rasengan to the Twin Lion's Fist jutsu. While originally this jutsu required Naruto to join in with Hinata, if Boruto isn't able to do this simultaneously on his own, which again, the chakra control needed to do something like this alone would be insane for one person, but he could take a page from what Boruto's own father did, which is simply make a shadow clone to split up the work for him, which means a shadow clone can do the Rasengan for Boruto and combine it with the Gentle Fist Twin Lion's Fist. This has a lot of potential, especially as Boruto masters Momoshiki's power to the point of gaining his knowledge and experience, because that's a level of chakra control that Momoshiki does possess, and so Boruto would gain access to that. Defensively, Boruto could also begin to use rotation to start blocking attacks, and combining that with flight, Boruto could be a monster. The beauty in all this is that we further see the divide between Boruto and Kawaki in terms of their approach. Kawaki is doing all of this alone, tapping into Ishiki's power alone, and falling back into the teachings of Jigen and Kar, making him alone, finding power through confrontation through any means necessary. However, Boruto will be seeking power by training with Shinobi, which goes back to what we were shown at the beginning of the series. Kawaki said that the age of the Shinobi is over, and Boruto said, "I'm still a ninja." There's a great opportunity to push things further as we move towards that time skip and make the divide between these two continue to grow. That being said, what do you guys want to see Boruto do if he does use Momoshiki's Byakugan, actually use it in battle? While you think that over, click here for my Chainsaw Man chapter 110 review, or click here for this Naruto Explained video.